Hello, welcome to Money Tree Savings. This is Reba. I'm so happy that you're here. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I also have Monday off, so it makes Sunday even a little bit better knowing I don't have to work tomorrow. But anyway, I hope that you're having a great day. I have a lot to do, and based on experience, it will take me a long time to do it. So I'm going to try to get right to it. First, I decided that reading the positive daisies I really enjoy, but I don't really feel like I need to read the same one for a whole week. So I'm going to do them daily. I'm going to save them each day for the week and then put them into my long-term savings on Sundays. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in long-term savings today. The one that says giggle like wildflowers in the wind, but I'm also going to draw a new one for today, and then I'm going to put it in savings today as well. And then I'll draw a new one on Monday, and we'll just get new positive thoughts every day from these sweet little daisies. And we'll go from there. So let's see what this one says. And this is number 60, so it will save $6. It says, calm is a kind of strength too. So yeah, being calm doesn't mean you're weak. Being quiet doesn't mean you're weak. So that's a good reminder. I like that. So today we will save the 6 for that one, adding the 6 and 0, and the 2 for this one, adding the 2 and 0. And I will do that when we get to the green binder, assuming that we're able to do that today. So let me see, I put both of you in the tree for right now. Oh, we can make a really pretty tree. I don't know if you can see that, but oh, don't fall though. Let me pull them a little bit closer. There we go. We'll have ourselves a daisy tree. Okay, so that's what I decided on that. We'll get fresh daisy positive thoughts every day. I think that will be more fun. And it's still, there's 60 of them, so that'll still last a long time. All right, so we also every day will do our roll for your savings goals. This is from Anna with Anna Banana Budgets. It's a great little daily savings tool. And we're going to roll the color dot die. It will tell us which one of our die we're going to use to get a number. We're going to use a D4 based on that red. So I'll roll this D4, and it's a 2. So we're going to save 2 for Sunday. I'll write that down. We will grab our 2 from our bank and our long-term savings binder. Move it up to the front into this envelope. And there we go. Daily savings for today is complete, but we will be leaving out our long-term savings binder because today is long-term savings day. And I'm very excited about it because I really enjoy doing our long-term savings. There's a lot of fun things in here. So we're going to just move on to the next one in our long-term savings. Let me see. If I stand that up, will it be less glary? I don't know. We're going to try it. Okay, I did get different discs for my little disc whatever notebook, and I think they turn easier. I don't think I will fight with it as much as I did last time, hopefully. So here we go. Our next one is let's ditch that debt, and I'm going to need to pull out some money for this. Okay, so here's our bank to use for today's savings in this binder. We have 100, 50, 200, 10, 15, 17, 18. We have $218 left in this one. So I'm gonna let's put this over here. And here, let me put this sideways like that. Maybe that'll make everybody fit better. Okay, so now we have some money to work with, and we will roll to see what we're going to save on this one. Let me get my markers out. For this one, I'm using the Crayola Click Art. Those are the markers I'm using. And let's roll 2d6. Let's do 1 Ariel and 1 Batman and see what we're going to save today. We got $8. We got 2 4s, so I could do that. Or I could do a 5 and a 3. I think I'll go ahead and do the 2 4s. So I'll color those and I'll be right back. There we go. So that's $8. And I'll pull out the $8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I do think I want to go again because I wanted to save around 13 in this one. So let's roll both of those again. And this time we got 7. So let's do 5 and 2 for our 7. And for 7 we can put back 3 and take the 10. So there we go. We've got $15 going into this one. That's perfect. I will color the 5 and 2 and I'll be right back. Go. While I'm coloring that, I was thinking about memories of when I was a kid and my stepmom teaching us to color, and she colored so pretty, and she taught us, you know, to outline this area that you're going to color first, and then you can color it in, you know, without going outside the lines. And we had that big 124 crayon box with the colors all in there staggered like they're at the theater, and the crown sharpener on the back. That's just a good memory. So there we go. We've colored in those. We're saving 15 for Let's Ditch That Debt. So we'll just go ahead and throw that in this envelope and move on to the next one. What is in there? Okay. So do you remember who taught you to color? Do you have any early memories of coloring? Just curious. Okay, so next we have, oh, did I say this is from Dawn with Dawn Sunrise Budgeting? This challenge is a freebie on her coffee shop, and it's just going to be an awesome savings, $675, and a fun way to save for an extra debt payment or whatever you would like to use it for. So there we go. And now we have this one from Judy with Save a Judy, and this one saves $25 a month. So each week you do a $5 icon. Some weeks you might need to do 2. If there's not 5, whatever day you're doing this, I'm doing it on Sunday. So if there's not 5 Sundays, you color in 2 to make up for the one that isn't happening that month. And so I did start with 2. And this week we're on this pair of mittens for $5. So it is time for me to break down some money. We have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 42, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Okay, so I'll put that 50 in the bank. And you may notice I have this one that's different than the others. It's a little bit larger. And if you read it close, it does say $1 billion. It's not $1 billion, obviously. So I couldn't get these, as I mentioned before, again. So I ordered this, which just had 50 of these, and it looked close enough to one that I can use for ones when I'm running short. So I'm going to use this today for one of my ones. It's a little bit bigger, and it's probably going to drive me crazy, but I'll survive. It'll be a placeholder for the money, which is what all of this money is, so it's fine. So put those in there. Now we need a $5 for this pair of mittens, and let's go with this pink. All right, there we go. So $5 going in for that one. And this will save $300 throughout the year. Just a quick $5 a week makes a big difference at the end of the year. So good thing to keep in mind. It's consistency over volume will make a difference. Consistency over time rather than volume. That will make a difference. I'm going to just set those right there for right now. Okay, so we're going to move on to our Runaway Egg Challenge. This one is a fun one from PR Money Roll on YouTube or MH Finland on Etsy. And for this one, we roll a die to determine, a color dot die to determine what color we're going to do the eggs as we go across. So this time I'm going to try to do these 3 eggs, and then this little guy here is you pick one color from the same row and you save 3 times the amount that corresponds to that color. So first we'll get these 3 colors, and then we'll decide what we're going to do for that little chickadee there. So we have an orange, which is 2. And for these, I'm using these markers. So we have orange for the first one. I don't know what it is about this shape of an egg. It just seems to make it the perfect shape for coloring. I don't know what it is. But so there's that for 2. Let me just bring the 2 forward and let's roll for the next one. We got red for 1. I keep getting small numbers on these, but that's okay. I'm gonna put that one back there. It's kind of different, so it's kind of bigger than the other one, so it stands out a bit. All right, so this one is red. Okay, get that one colored in. Whoop. Yep, getting out of the lines again. Okay, and let's do this last one. Yellow. Okay, now we're getting a new color. So for yellow, I decided to roll a D7, which, did I have that ready? I did not. Let me grab it. It's one of these odd shaped die. Oh, there it is, I think. Yeah. D7. All right, let's roll that. Oh no. We're saving a 1. Okay. However, since I did that, I'm gonna need to write in these. Okay, so this is yellow. I'll color that yellow. And then, since it's not always the same number, because I went rogue, I'm just going to write a little 1 at the bottom of it so that I know how much it saved. And we'll pull forward a 1. So now I have to decide what number I'm going to triple. And before I made the decision based on there were 2 greens, so I tripled the green. Now I have 3 different colors, so that won't work. So I'm going to roll the color dot die again until I hit one of those 3 colors that are available, and then that whatever, it's not really going to matter because 2 of them are worth 1 and 1 of them is worth 2, so it's not going to really matter much. Okay, so the red. So I'm going to triple the 1 and that will be worth 3. So I'm going to color the wings red so that I know which one I chose. This is a little bit more intricate, especially when I can't stick my face real close to it like I'm inclined to want to do. But just get that wing colored in there. And oh, should put my glasses on. A little bit of a wing up there. Okay, so red. Red is 1. 1 times 3 is 3. So I'll put the 2 back and grab a 5. So we're getting 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, $7 today. Okay, I'll put the 2 ones back and take a 2. So we have $7 going into this one today. And that is so fun. I really saw Brittany doing the other egg challenge. And I was just enthralled with it. I loved it. So I was like, I need to do that. So glad I picked this one up. I like it. All right. And the next challenge that I have in here is this one from CozyCraftsByAngel. And it just has some unique special days during each month that I was saving the dollar amount that it had because they're doing the dollar per whatever the day is. But I think that is going to get a bit pricey. Well, I know it's going to get a bit pricey. I can see it. You see, it's pricey. I think what I'm going to do, because what I was most interested in with this challenge is just kind of the cool things on here, like Spaghetti Day, Bloody Mary Day, Squirrel Appreciation Day, some of these things that you didn't know were days on the calendar, Blonde Brownie Day, Backward Day, and National Peanut Butter Day. So those are the ones in January. So I think what I'm going to do, I'll go ahead and leave what I've saved so far, but going forward, I think I will add the numbers together and use that method of savings, do this the low budget way, because I have a lot of things that are saving by the day already, and they're going to get pricey. So I think for this one, I'm going to revert to using the add the numbers together method. So 18. That one will come up before next Sunday. Yeah, actually that's my birthday. The 24th is my birthday, and that's a Saturday this year. So I'm going to go ahead and save that one, and then I'll leave this one for next week. And I'll just write on here $6 and check it. And we'll put $6 in today. I'll leave the ones that I already did. But going forward, I think I'm going to lighten that one up a bit. So that's that one. I will link everybody below. Everybody that I can will be linked below so that you can go check out their YouTube channel, and from there you can get links to their sites and any of the challenges that you might find interesting that you want to check out. So this one is from April's Fresh Start. This was a freebie that she offered during Budget Miss, and she has a little board for every month of the year, and each one totals the number of days in that month. So by doing this, you're saving basically $1 a day, but you're doing it more on a monthly level. So I have the January, February boards in here now, and I have the other ones printed. I'll add them later. But this one, we have 2 weeks left, and we have $10, $15, $16 left. So 8 and 8. So I think I'll save this 6 and 2, and then we'll do this 8 next week. That seems reasonable. Okay, what color did I use? This looks like it might be it. It's fine if it's not. I'm going to color in the 6 and 2, and I will be right back. There we go. 6 and 2 for $8. 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to just set that back there for right now. I'll grab it if I need it. So $8. I did put this 6 in here, right? Yeah. Okay. So $8. Here's the dashboard. April also included a bonus challenge with this set that is the same image as the dashboard, but it has, I believe, $50 worth of numbers for saving on it. So I might throw that in at some point as well. Oh, put that in there. So we have $8 going in here for today. These just were so beautiful. Really like those, April. Okay. And Quilt's Along group play from Lift Up and Living is next. And I still don't know really how to do this. Oh, so let's see. I do have the money in here that I saved last time. I think I did 2 quilt blocks using my random roll and draw. So I'm going to do this one. I'm going to pull a card from here to see which die I'm going to roll to get a number. I'm going to roll a D8 and get a number. And here's my D8. We're going to save $5 on this one today. Let's see, I think no, I don't have a 5 in there. Do I? No, 13. Okay, so I'm going to break this other 50. Okay, let's confirm. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I'll put this away in the bank. And now I have a 5 for that roll that I can add to here. And at some point, I'm going to color these blocks, and then you'll see it. I'm going to leave this one more of a mystery. I'm not writing down the numbers. I'm just putting the money in there, and then we'll see what happens. So I have like a block for each week for January, February, and March. That's how I'm treating this. And I'll figure out how I want to color that. So this one still needs to be colored. And sometime we'll come here on a Sunday, and I'll turn to this page, and you'll be surprised because it'll be colored. Hopefully. That's the plan. Okay, so next we have this little book that was created by Anna and Lacey. Oh, did I say that that was from Tara with Lifted Up and Living? And it's a freebie on her coffee shop. If it's a group play, so if you want to play along and color a quilt, it's really beautiful. So anyway, that one is from Tara. This one is from Anna and Lacey with Anna Banana Budgets and Blue Kiwi Budgets. They created a game board for each month of the year. And you can see their little characters represented in all of them. I just think that they are very, very cute. This is a great idea, great concept, and they really delivered on it very well. So the first one for January is this snowball fight intersecting dice game that uses 2d4. And I have this one. And I have another one. Okay, well, I'm going to use that one. I have another one that's easier to roll, but I can't find it, so that's okay. We'll roll these two and see where it tells us to go. So we got 4 and 1 or 1 and 4. I crossed both of them off, so if one is crossed off, the other one is, and also it means it doesn't really matter. Okay, 4 and 1. Doesn't really matter top or bottom because I'm just doing both of them. So we have 1 and 2. So this one isn't done. 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 will be the ones we do. So for that pile of snowballs, we roll a die and multiply it by 2. Okay. Let me pull a card. So actually this one is going to give me a card to pull to get a number. So the ace is, the Alice cards is a rook card. So I will turn one of these rook cards times 2. This could be bad. Oh, it's just a 1. I was like, please don't be the rook card. Because the rook card in here is 20. So it could have been 20 times 2. But 1 times 2, well, that's just really nice. Okay. So, let's see. Let's use this blue-black one today. And that was 1 and 2. So this one is going to be 2. And 2 and 1 is 3. So that's 5. 5 coming in for that first one. Let's see, how many are left? We need like 4 left for next week. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we really just need to cross off 1 more. 1 or 2 more will be fine. 1 and 1 is already done. Let's see. 2 and 1 is already done. 2 and 1 is already done. We may be at the point where we just roll 1 and 4 and 2 is already done. Okay, let's just let's just roll 1 for the top row, and then so row 4, we'll just do the next one in line, and we'll do this 1. Oops, sorry. Okay, so that means we have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares left. We'll leave those for next week. Actually, no, let's do 1 more. Then we'll leave 3 for next week. So row 3, the next one in line is 3. So we'll pull in 3 more dollars. Let's go ahead and just do this. So $9 total. We have 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 going in here. And I have them all printed, but I only put in January in the book so far. And I'll just bring in the February when that rolls around. So next we have the Almost Ultimate 2026 Savings Challenge book from Pam with the Mrs. Champion 1. And hers has 2 for each month. So we have this one, which is supposed to be a scratch and save, but I just left it I just left them without the scratchers. And let's see where we're at. We got 2 more weeks. We have 10, 15, 20, 25, $29. So if I do about $15 today, that'll put us about right. So let's do this 8, 10, 15, and I will be right back. Okay, there we go, 15. We'll bring in 10, 15 to go into here. But we're going to leave that envelope up because we have the next game that's also for that one. And for this one, we have roll and save, and for some reason I just did one of them last week, even though I needed to do 2 weeks worth. I don't know why I did that, but see, I used the gold shiny, and I don't know if the silver one will show. Did I find the gold one? Just that's not it. I don't know what. Okay, we'll use the gold one. So let's just go ahead and roll the d20, see what happens on that. And I have a d20 right here. Yep. That gave me a 2. Boy, he's trying to be real nice to me today. We got 2 for the 20. Let's go ahead and do the 12 then. It's right here. 3 for the 12. So that's 5 so far. Let's do the 10. We'll do a little catch up here. Here's the 10. 5 for the 10. So we'll put the 5 back and take a 10. All right. So now we just have 1 week after this, right? So let's do the 3 and 4, and we'll save the 6 and dealer's choice for next week. So we'll do the 4 and the 3. Let's just drop both of them. Whoa. Okay. And the 4 gave us a 1, and the 3 gave us a 2. So that's $3 more. Okay. Let me see if I can make any change for this. So we need $3 more because this 10 covers everything else that we rolled, right? 5, 10. Yes. 3 and 2 is 5, and 5 is 10, and 10 is 20. Oh, I don't have a 20 in there. Keep the 10. So I'm going to put in the 5 and the 2 and take another 10. And actually, I don't have another 50 over there because I'm going to break this 100 into 2 50s. And then I'm going to put 1 back there. I'm going to take this 50 and I'm going to exchange this 20, 30, 40, 50 for the 50. So this one has $50 and 1 more week left in January. So very nice. And it's a lot of fun. I like the variety. I like that with a lot of these. There's a lot of variety. Okay, and that's the end of the things for long-term savings in this book. And it behaved better. And we'll just bring this back to the front because we do this one every day. But we do have more in the actual money binder. So we'll set that aside. We have our moon phases here. Let's see. What do we want to do? We have 10, 20, 30 left for January. So if we did around 15, nothing in here is around 15. So we have, let me see how much is left. Oh, we don't have that much left here because everything else comes out of a whole different bank. And we have a good amount of money still over there for this week. So let's go ahead and do 19 and then we'll do 11 next week. Let me see, 19, and we have a 1. So I'll put a 1 in and take a 20. And so we're at 62 so far for this one. That's good savings. 1 month, and we will just do the 10 and the 9, and then we'll have 11 for next week. It's just so cute. This is from Budget with Carly. It's a freebie on her coffee shop, and it's a saving Q1 2026 moon phases. She does these moon phases challenges, and I watched some of them from last year when I was just starting doing savings challenges, and I thought they were really cool, but I didn't really know where to jump in, and I just never did. But they're also pricey, so hopefully we can keep up with it. Then we have this one that carried over from last year because it was winter themed, and it's still winter. So this came from Wild House Prints Co. I ordered a oopsie pack or mystery pack off of their Etsy site, and this was in there. It had one for each season, and I just thought these were so beautiful. And it saves $150. I don't know how much we've saved so far, but we have 10, 20, 30. I think we have 40 left on here. And spring starts in March, so this can go till March. So let's just go ahead and do 10. I'll just take off this 5 and this 5, and we'll put in 10. Because this one can go for a while still. Put this back in here. Whoa. All of these, the seasonal ones on this were just really, really pretty images. I really like that a lot. And then this one I was struggling to decide whether I wanted, whether I could fit this in. I really like it. It's from, I believe her name is Alex with Allie Bear Budgets, and I purchased this a long time ago because when I saw it, I thought it was really, really cool, a unique way of doing it where you're saving by the position of the letter in the alphabet, like J is the 10th letter, A is the first letter, so you're saving the name of the month basically, and I thought that was really unique. But it also can be pretty pricey, and I wasn't sure if I had enough money to go across all my long-term savings to do that this year. But I think maybe I will go ahead and start it because we made it pretty far. And so if I start the January, some of the months are smaller, although they still have big numbers in them. And we'll just do what we can do, and maybe we do it over 2 years. So I will just, let's see. Let's do the 25 for the Y. And we'll just make a decision each day or each week, you know, what we want to do and how far we want to go. And then maybe I'll just spread it out over 2 years. We'll see. But for now, let's just go ahead and throw the 25 in there and start it off for January. Okay, and that's the last thing that was in this binder, which I may have to condense because it's getting a little bit thick, but it's still okay. I think we're going to make it to, I know this video is going to be long, it's going to be long anyway, but we could at least make it to some of the higher priority things in my green long-term binder. Oh, I need to put this back because these funds, let me see. I don't have a 1. Oh, actually, I'm going to go ahead and exchange this 2 and 3 ones. And the 5 and a 10 for a 20. And let's see what we have left that will carry over to next week. We have $50, $70, $80, $81 that will be used for our dailies every day, and it'll carry over for next week in case nothing finishes in step 3 to come. Where's my There it is. In case nothing finishes in step 3 to come into this binder, we still have some funds for next week. So there we go. And then we move to this one, which has its own bank. And in here, we have 50, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 87, 89, 91, 92, 93. $193. And is that what I expected to have in there? Yes, it is $193. So we can move this over here. It's already broken down a little bit. Okay, let's just do that. And that's the funds that we have to play with for this binder. Let's go ahead and do the daisies while we're here. We take the 2 daisies and we're going to write on here. Let's see. All right, 6 on this one and 2 on this one. And it will save $8, and we'll just slide them in these little pockets. Make sure I'm on the right page here. Yeah. Okay, so we'll slide them in the pockets and we'll put the $8. Oh, it's on the side. Okay, we'll put that $8. This is the envelope I'm saving that money in. I don't really have like a dashboard or anything for it. We got $8 going in here. Actually, let me see if I can break that down. Not really. I exchanged the 10 and 2 5s for a 20, so I'll do that. 10 and 2 5s for 20. I can put the 2 1s in for 2. So we're at 44 on that one. Okay, so that's our daisies saved for the week. I'm going to slide that little tree back a little bit so I don't hit it. All right, and we'll start with our high priority books that we save every week. And I feel like I just did this because I did, but we're going to try to get this in on Sunday. Oh, that fell, sorry. So, Outdoor Oasis is a book that I've been doing from Boy Mom Loves to Save. And I started in the back. Don't really know why. Let me see. I need a little bit more space here. And we've just been scratching these. They have some pretty high numbers. My goal is to put about $50 into savings each week for this one to reach my target date for completion. And then this will move at the end of each month. I'm moving whatever has been saved in this book over to my auto savings fund. And the money is already there in my savings account, and then I'll move it over into that fund in my spreadsheet basically. So I think we can definitely finish this page for under 50. We're starting with 19. So that's 31 starting off. And okay, so we got 31, 20, 31 starting us off. And let's go to this side. And let's go ahead and roll a d6 to see which one we want to scratch first. I don't know if you can still see that. We got a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's 14. So that puts us to 45. Okay. So 14, I'll put 1 back and bring 15. So that puts us at 45. What are the smallest numbers that are ever on here? There is a 5 on this one and a 5 on this one. So what's the chance I could get a 5? This one had a 3 hanging out and a 4. It's just, can I find the small number or will I find a 20? You know, I went a little under on this one last time, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably shouldn't, but I'm gonna go ahead and do another one, and I'll let the die tell me where to go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do this one. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's a 3. I was like, please don't be a 30. I haven't seen a 30 yet, but oh, like, it's not impossible, I suppose. But yeah, 3. Perfect. Yay. The dice led me in the right direction to get the number I needed. All right. We will add 3. Let me see here. Do we have a 2 in here? Yeah. So I'm going to put a 2 in here and then pull another 5 in here, which does put us at 50, right? 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, which means I can put all of this back in here and we can add a 50. All right, so 50 going in here today, which brings us to 150.62 for the month. We already cashed out 533 at the end of December, so moved it over into the savings fund. So that's a lot of fun, and I super duper love this book. And the next book that we have that is also going to our automobile fund is our Flintstone book. And that right here. So I'm just going to close this for right now, set it aside since this book's a little bit bigger. I also like to put around $50 in this every week. And I did go ahead and number the pages, and there are 13 of them. So I have a D14 that I rolled last week. And to just determine which page, and then I decided that a 14 would be my choice. I would pick whatever page I wanted. Here, maybe if I didn't have so many markers laying up here for no specific reason, I would have a little more space. Okay. All right, so yeah, let's switch up the order of operations here. Okay, let's roll that, and we got an 8. So we'll go to page 8. Some of these are scratchers and some just have values to select from. And I got this book from The Budgeted Life, and I purchased it on Etsy, and I love it. It's very cool. All right, so we got Betty here with some scratchers that range from 2 to 15 so far. So anyone's guess what's going to happen? Let's roll a d6, and we got a 2. Let's take this one off the top of her head, and it's for $5. All right, so that's $5 coming in. And let's roll the d14 again. We got page 4. All right, so this one we have either the option to save 10 or 15, and since we're early in the book this week, let's go ahead and do a 15 because we still have it. We're gonna take this 15 right here, and I'll put the 5 back and bring forward a 20. This is just helping me track when I get close to 50. And we're at 20. Let's roll again. We got an 11. And see, this one only gives me 20s. Every one is a 20. All right, so we're gonna save a 20 on this one. But when we finish this one page, it'll be $520 because this book saves $2,615, which makes a great addition to this automobile fund. So that is all good. Let's see. I'll have another 20 back there. I'll bring 2 10s. Let's roll again. Page 8 again. Let's see. Oh, not again. We haven't been on this page. I don't think. I feel like I rolled an 8, but we haven't been on this page. So We got the Rebel family, and this so far has ranged from 3 to 20. Anyone's guess what's going to happen. We're looking for around 10. So we'll start with a 5. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take this one. Okay, 12. That's not too bad. Matter of fact, between this one and the last book, I think we did 100 even. So 50 on each is my goal. I think that worked out pretty perfect. So 12 more means we can put this 20, 30, 40 back and take 52. Because 12 would make that 52. All right. Well, that worked out kind of perfect. We'll be adding 52 for this one. Oh, here, let me put the book away and then thank you very much, my little Flintstone friends. And we will add that to this envelope here. And now this one has 150, 64. 164 for this month. And at the end of December, we sent 419 to the savings fund for auto for this one. And then the other one that we do for auto each week is our Wanderlust Wednesdays from this book that's from Champagne's Corner and Mischief Managed Budgets, Champagne and Ren. And it's a weekly save the date for every Wednesday. So next Wednesday will be the 21st. So since I'm doing this on Sunday, I'm just going to go ahead and save the $21 for next Wednesday into this one. And I'm keeping the money here in this envelope. And I just pulled the front cover off of the book and put it in here as my dashboard. So now we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 57, 58, $59. And I'll go ahead and check that one off. 20, 30, 42. Wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I was like, how do I get so much extra money? I forgot. I have the scratchers that I did on Wednesday to kind of, as like a little bonus to boost the overall savings, because this saves 806 and I wanted to get it closer to 1,000. So I had these Ren cards, which I had purchased a set of like extras that she had on her Etsy shop. So it was 15 random cards. So we scratched these 2 on Wednesday, and that's why there's extra money in there, the extra $17, because I scratched those on Wednesday. So I don't know if I want to scratch another one. I think I'll save those and I'll scratch them on the lower amount days now that we're over 20. I'll save those cards for next month when we're scratching, or not scratching, when we're saving. I could put scratchers on this, but anyway, that's not necessary. So when we have like a 4 and 11, I'll scratch cards on those days, and then on these days I won't. So we're over on these days now, so I won't today, but that's why there's extra money in here. So all's well. I'm going to go ahead and put the 2 20s and a 10 in here and grab a 50. Just condense while we're here. I have a 2. I'll take the 2 1s and grab a 2. So there we go. We're at 59 for this one. And I'll probably forget that again next time and be like, why is there too much money in here? But there we go. So we've saved for our Wednesday, and we've saved all of our autos. We've saved our positive daisies. Those I think are the main things I want to make sure I do every Sunday. And maybe what I'll have to do is make the other side of this book where I have some scratcher books and this adventure book from the Budget Evolution. These scratchers from Lemon Ivy that I created a book out of, and my vacation scratcher box. those 3, maybe I'm going to do those on like a Thursday video because I really want to do them, and I feel like I'm not, even if I tried to fit them in here, I wouldn't get enough accomplished. But I'll still use the savings from this to do that because they're still part of long-term savings. So we're going to stop for this one for now. We got the major ones done, and we still have 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61, 2, 3, 4. $64. I'm going to go ahead and break this down a little bit. $30, $40, $50. I'll get a 50 for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then throughout the week, when we do step 3 challenges, we should be adding to this. So hopefully we would have more savings in here for next week. But that is enough to get us started because we need probably at least 150 to cover the high priority things in this one. So, okay. So that's that. And the one thing that we have left that I do every day is my daily minis that I do still want to do. I have the money here and the cards here and the book here. So let's go ahead and do these real quick. I know that we're already pretty deep into the time here, but that's all right. I put timestamps on there, so if you want to skip ahead or bell, that's cool. But I'm putting in the $36 that I do every day because this is what's needed to keep the money flowing down to those other stages. All starts right here, and I really enjoy doing this. So, all right, so we have our cards, and we're going to roll this D2 to see how many is going to go into each envelope. We're starting with 1 there, 2 there, and this is also usually my opportunity to ask how your day is going. If you're having a good Sunday, do you work tomorrow? It's Martin Luther King Day around here, and our organization that I work for does have that as a holiday, so we have the day off, which is great because my son is also out of school, so now I don't have to worry about that, and I will be here. So there we go. And 2 there, and on envelope 2 we got 1, so we're going to go on to envelope 3 where we also got 1, so we're going to move our bookmark to envelope 4. Oops, there we go. Oh, and I didn't tell you what happened while I was setting up this camera right here. I was trying to adjust it and I flicked my nail, and these nails, this is a plexi gel that my nail tech does, and it like never breaks. It's like amazing, and I am awful. I'll push it 4 weeks, 5 weeks sometimes because I'm just awful. I don't like to go out and do things, so anyway, I delay too long, and it just never breaks, and I flicked it just right, and it popped the corner of my nail off. So sad, but what are you gonna do? These things happen. Oh my goodness. So our challenge in envelope 1 got 2 of the 4 3s and then 2 2s. So $10. That's a lot. All right, so this one's going into Becca's, with Becca Budgets 777, a freebie on her coffee shop, and it's just this beautiful scenery and coffee mugs, and it's getting $10 today. Each one is $2. Let's see, what color should we use? So each coffee mug is $2, and we needed $1 more here. So I don't think this is still going to finish this. I think we're going to need $1 more. So there's 1 there, and that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Needs $1 more, so it's going to stick around another day, and we will be finishing that one tomorrow for sure, because I do have it worked out so everyone does get a card. So everyone gets at least $1. All right, so this one is this cutie little turtle challenge from Glow with Save with Glow. I set the little butterflies for $2 and the flowers for $1. We have $3, so we can do a butterfly, which is going dot dot on the wings, and we can do a flower for a dot, and this will save 25 when it's done. It's just, the hair on those turtles is too much. That is so stinking cute. I don't even know. Okay, $4 going into envelope 3. We have this little funny one from Pam with the Mrs. Champion 1. And it's got $4. So let's do a 3 since we can, and a 1 for 4. I decided to just make this worth whatever it says there. I figured we could probably work out something that comes to those numbers because they're small enough. All right, in envelope 4, got $2. And this one is from, I think it's Stephanie with Overthinking and Budgeting. And I made the ones that say 1 are $1, and then any circle that doesn't say anything are 2. We have $2, so let's go ahead and do this next circle here for 2. Cute little elephant and dinosaur, just adorable. All right, we got $3 going in envelope 5. This one is from Beth with Cat Lady Budgets. It's a freebie on her coffee shop. Each circle here is $1. I thought this little circle of flowers, so cute. And this little winter scene is really cute as well. So we got $3 going in here. We'll finish this row with 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Love it, love it. Okay, $2 for envelope 6. And this one is from Becca Can Budget. It says at home on the road with a little motor home, and just so cute. And each square is $1, so we can do 2 of them. 1, 2. That one got a little off kilter, but that's all right. Okay, and we got $2 going to envelope 7. And this one is from Joe with CBA Mom Saves. It says laughs more, worry less. Each square is $2, and we have $2, so we can do 1, 2. Right there. And we have $3 for envelope 8. And this one is from Budget with Carly. It says in my travel era. Each square is $2 and we have $3. So we will go 1, 2, 3. And I realized after I put this in here that it was one that I had like a print mishap on one side and I just reprinted on the other side. Oh well. There we go. And waste not, want not, right? Print on the other side when one side messes up. All right, we have $3 going into this one from Purple Cow Corner. It's Mary Lou. It's a freebie on her coffee shop, and just thought it was really beautiful with the little smiley face flowers. And this purple color is really pretty. Each flower is $1, so we can do 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And the really bad thing about this nail is I don't have an appointment until like the 29th, I think. Oh, it's awful. And I couldn't get in till then. I was going to go in sooner, but so we may be having this messed up nail for a minute, but oh well, we shall survive. Okay, this one is for our 100 Disney Sidekicks collaboration. And every Sunday I kick off a new set of tinies from one of the creators in this collab. There are 25 creators, so I have 25 weeks set up here. I have all of them linked below, even the ones that are for the future. So if you want to go get any of these tinies from their sites, you can. They're just such adorable little sets of tinies, but I wanted to focus on one each week. So this week I'm focusing on Ange Budget and Debt. And Ange, these are just really, really cute. And so what I have decided, because I was really struggling, at first I thought I wouldn't be able to finish them in a week, because some of them have lots of icons, but I'm trying to keep them to $20 for the set, and I'm finding that I am finishing those in a week, in less than a week. So what I decided to do because I've already marked off $3 on this out of 20 and it was only supposed to start today. I'm going to keep this in here through the week. I will start the next one from Pansy Budgets on Sunday the 25th as scheduled. If these finish prior to that time, I'm going to leave them in and I will just keep like adding. I'll just add whatever it gets in the cards to the challenge, and then when it at the end of the savings on Saturday, I will put it in the completed and I will be ready for the next one on Sunday. So that's what I'm going to do. And so today we're adding $4 for this one. And so we will go ahead and finish these two for 2. And we will put, this one is 2. Where do I want to put the dots on this? Let's put it in her hair. Let's put it right here. We'll dot that one for 2. So that's our 4. And then, like I said, if we finish these and there's still a week left, then we will start putting dots on the little paw prints or something and keep going. So that's what I'm going to do. So the total amount that this saves is at this point undetermined. I have it set to 20, but I can override that as necessary. So that finishes that one. And I'm just using this list of collaborators as my dashboard. And there we go. Everybody has received their dots and nothing was finished. So that means we are done. We made it, and hopefully not too much over an hour, but I really appreciate you being here. If you stuck around to the end, thank you so much. I appreciate all of the support and the friendly feedback from the community. It really means a lot. And I hope that I see you here again tomorrow for Mega Minis. We're going to do our Step 2 binder, which is really exciting. There's a lot in there to do, and I think it's going to be really fun, and I hope I see you there. Bye!